I guess in the last video we did our first half of kind of what we ate in New York, and actually while we were there we took a trip to San Francisco to meet up with Hans's parents, which we also took lots of videos of, so we'll probably have a video on that as well. But basically this is kind of the second half once we returned from that. What was really amazing is that my mom flew up to New York as well, and we met with her, and yeah, just getting to see family is always so refreshing. My mom and I are really close, and we just ate lots of good food. It was good catching up with her. This is by far not everything, but like the highlights of what we ate. The first one, Chef Guo, we were like completely blown away by. This one, we really had no idea what to expect. This was a new restaurant at the time that we went, and still fairly new now. It was definitely pretty pricey, but everything that the servers explained to us, everything that was brought out had like some greater significance, and it was crazy. Like literally we would listen to the explanations of these dishes and just be like floored. It was like, oh, this tea, like Chef Guo searched like 10 years to find this ingredient, and we were like, oh my god. We were also the only ones in the restaurant like the entire 3 hours that we sat there. So hopefully it's picked up some traction. I don't know. I feel like they could do a lot more with like spreading the word, getting the word out. I really just stumbled on it by accident and then booked it because it sounded really interesting. Hans is Chinese. His parents came to America right before he was born. His brother was actually born in China, but we eat a lot of like home cooking Chinese food, especially in Singapore. We've been eating a lot, but we've always sort of wondered why there aren't more like fine dining Chinese restaurants in the States. The first thing you think about when you think about Chinese in America is like, oh, like takeout boxes and like, I don't know, Panda Express, things like that, which is really, you know, not the case. So I feel like it was so refreshing to see like an imperial banquet style Chinese restaurant in New York. We were so fortunate to be able to eat there. But yeah, this is kind of how it went. Oh, and one more thing is that it was also the same night that like Biden was in New York giving some kind of talk to the UN or something. And my mom and I were stuck in that traffic. So Hans, it's close to his office, so he walked there, got in no problem, but he was sitting there alone for like half an hour. And because no one knows about this place, it was like just him and then our two servers and like the restaurant front of house lady and then the chef. So he was like texting me like, oh, are you guys coming soon? And we're like, oh my gosh, okay, we're hurrying. But yeah, everyone was super gracious. It was a really fantastic night. I hope more people come to this place. But yeah, here's how it went. In the vlog, Mom and I are heading to Chef Guo, and we're gonna meet Hans there for dinner. Woo! Chef Guo was literally like stepping into an imperial palace. Our starter course, the first of 19, was called The Butterfly Loves the Flower and was made of beef, chicken breast, squid, seaweed, lots of veggies and more, and was almost too beautiful to eat, but it was a wish from the restaurant for guests to live a happy and fulfilling life. Next, we had tofu and caviar, referred to as liquid gold, and then cooked at an extremely low temperature for 8 hours to create an unbeatable flavor. We then had the magic elixir of fruit and longevity, a concoction of flat peach gum in an eggshell, so cute, and the texture, you guys, was insane. There was also a variety of different teas served throughout the night that seemed really hard to source, but it tasted super good. And then we had the Taiji black truffle chicken and beef soup, presented in a beautiful yin-yang symbol for balance, and then this came with the pan-fried foie gras au jus in an iron bird cage accompanied by money grass for all that good health and fortune. This was followed by mustard green, black rice, and premium wild-caught Australian lobster tail with the mustard made just strong enough to tingle our noses for an enhanced flavor. The 100 Happinesses and 8 Treasures in a Bean Curd skin pouch was next, and came in a specially made box of Thai rosewood with 101 different versions of the Chinese character for happiness engraved in the lid. The bean curd symbolizes a bag of money and was meant for your family and for you to meet great prosperity. We then had silver cod steaks with dragon beard noodles and sweet and sour seasoning, and then A5 Wagyu with only salt for seasoning, just the way that Hans likes it, and you guys, this literally just melted in our mouths. Next was a flame smoked duck breast over an open fire with stones, and we could literally see the smoke rising from it. It was so tasty. We then had portobello mushrooms and morels, which apparently was given as a tribute to several dynasties of Chinese emperors, and aside from lots of different nutrients and anti-aging properties, morels were also a symbol of an honorable status, so just saying. We also had Chef Guo's pork chops, which won the special gold medal. I'm not really sure in what, but it won, and it came with lotus root, pickled mustard, and pickled orange peels, and a super cute little pocky stick. To wrap up the savories, we had black bean noodles made on a secret recipe passed down from the Qing Dynasty's house of Aishinjoro. This is super different from what we've had before. And we also had tricolor sea swallow, a cartilaginous fish that lives more than 4,000 meters below sea level. I know, just crazy. And we ended the night with this cutie orange on a swing. So cute. Needless to say, we were stuffed. Please excuse my laundry in the back if you can hear it, but the second place that we went to with my mom was nahh's 17, which is related to like the sister restaurant of Sushi nahh's in New York. It's a 1 Michelin star sushi place, and yeah, it was super awesome. At least before, it was all sort of like by reference, so you had to be referred by someone who had eaten there before, but now I think that they're opening more restaurants on Talk, probably Talk. I feel like Resi is kind of like all the restaurants, and then Talk is like, ooh, you know, you're gonna pay at least a little bit more for that. But anyway, yeah, it's a 25-course Omakase sushi place, and it was so good. It's more traditional than Sushi nahh's. Really back to basics. Everything is so simple yet elegant, and yeah, it was so amazing. You should definitely go if you have the chance to, and yeah, it was awesome.
I said it again, then I realized what he said.
Okay, and then finally for the last place that we went in our second half of our October New York trip, we went to Huso, which is by Chef Buddha Lo. He won Top Chef, but yeah, it's located in Marquis Caviar on the Upper East Side. So it's sort of like you walk through a grocery store and then you get to this restaurant in the back, and it was fantastic. This, unfortunately, when I was kind of looking it up again before filming this video, it says that it's now closed because there was a fire that happened. I hope that everyone was okay. I don't think anyone was injured, but I do know that the building took some damage. So hopefully they are in the midst of repairs and that everything goes smoothly and that it'll all be back on track soon. But hopefully for when they open again in the future, you can reference this video and see all of the amazing things that we ate, because literally I think that this personally was my favorite dinner of everywhere that we went when we went back to New York this time around. It was so good. All of the flavors were on point, super strong, everything that I loved. The bread, the truffle, the butter, oh, it was amazing and beautiful. I have nothing bad to say at all. The service was also so sweet. We felt really well taken care of, and it was a great night and a great way to end our time in the city. So yeah, here it is. Okay, hi. So I'm actually adding one more in because I totally forgot about this place, but then when I was looking back through everything, I was like, oh my gosh, there's one more and I really want to include it because it was so good. So basically we went to Rule of Thirds in Brooklyn. Hans and I admittedly did not go to Brooklyn a lot when we were living in New York because yeah, we really just stayed in Manhattan, but we went to Brooklyn one day because specifically to go to Rule of Thirds because everyone was going there. They have this souffle pancake, this Japanese souffle pancake, and it was incredible. And they also have these really cute like Japanese breakfast sets that come with like fish, rice, miso soup, all sorts of that kind of stuff. So we got one of each and then we split. The space itself is also like stunning. It is beautiful. You walk through the front, there's a bunch of like little pop-up like open air cabin looking things that you can also eat in. But yeah, you should definitely go check it out. If you live in New York, definitely go to Brooklyn more. That is definitely one of my biggest regrets. But I guess all we can do now is go back and visit when we go back to the city next time. So yeah. Walking into Rule of Thirds was an absolute dream. It literally felt like we were transported to like some Japanese Zen compound in the middle of Brooklyn, and it was insane. Hans and I always walk around Japan and we're like, why does the sunlight only look like this here? But let me tell you, it also looks like this in Brooklyn, specifically in the outdoor patio seating of Rule of Thirds. So yeah, definitely sit outside when you go. We decided to enjoy the space because it was not too hot, not too cold, and it was perfect. We have no regrets. We got the Japanese bento and it was so hearty and delicious. Look at this egg, you guys. It was an add-on, but make sure to get it because the flavor with the Japanese pepper flakes on top, yeah, crazy. We will only be taking our eggs with runny yolks and Japanese pepper flakes from now on, let me tell you that. we also got the Japanese souffle pancake, which was like eating a warm cloud. I have no other way to describe it. We didn't know it at the time of ordering, but the girls next to us did, and they got an extra add-on of vanilla ice cream. So we will definitely be doing that the next time that we're back. Without the ice cream though, it was still incredible. The wind was really blowing this day, so my hair was kind of going out of control, but yeah, the pancake was immaculate vibes. I could eat 5, I swear. So after we finished up at Rule of Thirds, we decided to explore the neighborhood a little bit more since we were already in the area. We stopped at the Peter Pan donut shop. Oh, one rolled away right when she was putting it in. It was so cute. But yeah, this is where MJ, so Zendaya's character, works at in the Spider-Man movie franchise, and yeah, we decided to just share one since we were already full, and we got this glorious French cruller. It's my personal favorite, and Hans was trying it for the first time. He thought it was pretty good, and he gave it to me to confirm. I can 10 out of 10 confirm that this was a solid French cruller, though I usually just get mine from Dunkin', so I'm not really sure if my standards are high or low or what. But yeah, here they do have Dunkin' in Singapore, but they don't have a lot of the same flavors, so I miss my French cruller and my blueberry cake donuts. After that, we stopped at this super vibey looking Japanese tea house. It was called Kettle, and they have a lot of tea for sale along with cups and different pottery. Everything was super cute and aesthetic. Yeah, we love the light wood XTX minimalistic design, and it was giving us all of that. They grind their own matcha, which is super cool. We'd never seen this before, and we were basically the only people there, so yeah, we just took advantage of the free time, our lovely lazy Sunday afternoon. We sat at the counter and the workers explained all about the matcha process to us, about what they were doing. We got one iced and one hot to try the best of both worlds, and yeah, it was a lovely afternoon. This kind of wraps everything up for all that we ate in New York. Thanks for watching this far, and we hope that you eat all of this and more.